What's up guys, it's your boy Cody, and today we're taking a look at the Refresh VMPS35. For those already familiar, those that aren't, the VMPS35 is a marine gauge mount stereo from NVX, and they recently dropped a refresh on it with a lot of new features and a lot of cool little adjustments to the existing model. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start at the back of the radio here with the inputs and outputs section. This thing is equipped with 3 sets or zones as they're referred to, and those are all 4-volt preamp outputs, as well as a subwoofer preamp output. And the cool thing about these zones and the new RCA refresh is they've connected the two via this nice little connector, so it kind of keeps the two relevant, whether it be zones or video or what have you. They're connected, so it's a little easier for installation and keeping track of those as you work through that process. Another cool feature, they do have camera inputs, or they do have a camera input, great for ATV or UTV applications, whether it be a backup camera, a front camera, maybe a trail cam underneath if you want to make sure you have clearance or something like that. And then it also has a video input and output, which is a neat feature for a marine gauge radio. This could be used for some sort of like playing a movie, whether it be through an external kind of video player that you're sending it over through, or via a USB. It does support video and audio through a USB, so you could plug a USB in, send that out to an external monitor. You could have videos on your boat. You could have a music video playing if you want to really get the party vibes going out there on the boat. It does also have 1 set of RCA auxiliary inputs, so when we jump into the menu, you'll see aux as a mode. That is referring to those auxiliary RCA inputs on the rear there. And then also equipped with a USB antenna and the remote input. Remote being another big part of the refresh here. So we do have the new remote from NVX with this unit. And we also have the Y splitter and a 16-foot extension cable, which will come with the remote. No, you don't have to buy the Y splitter to get that. So if you just want to use one remote, you don't have to buy the Y splitter. You just get the remote. Comes with the 16-foot extension. You can plug it directly into that remote on the back. If you do want to use 2 remotes though, you can get the Y splitter, which is really cool. Whether you have 1 remote or 2, this is really a neat feature because you can kind of have control of your unit from anywhere in the boat, whether it be the front, the back by the seats. One neat idea was putting it kind of back there on the dock, like on the rear side of your boat. If you're out swimming and stuff or just lounging in the water, you don't have to get up in the boat. You could just mount your control panel right there by the rear. You could change volume, skip forward, skip back, skip mode kind of thing. All from the comfort of the water or the lake that you're out there on. So the remote, a big part of the refresh here. And we're going to jump over to the front and we're going to go through some of the UI updates and some cool features they added to the VMPS35. So jumping into the front end or the UI of the refreshed VMPS35, still the same 3-inch display, the nice, easy to read big buttons. You have, your forward, backwards, menu, mode, power, band for AM, FM, scanning for AM, FM, mono for AM, FM, loud on or off, repeat, and then pause play, and you can jump to your EQ, and we'll look a little bit more at that. Your mode selection, so Bluetooth, USB, radio, aux, and then jumping into the settings here. So you have your typical, you got a couple like, MISC settings, your radio area, display, clock, LED, wallpaper. And then the one that we're really worried about here is the audio. So if we click into our audio setting here, you have some bass adjustments, low mid, middle, high mid, treble, balance, EQ. You can turn your beep on or off, your loud on or off, and then you have a subwoofer frequency crossover. So jumping into the EQ here, you have some preset EQs. So you have flat, pop, classic, rock, jazz, and then as well as a user. So if you click into your user, you can use your wheel to adjust the different bands. Click again to select the band, make your adjustment, click again to deselect that band and just move on. When you hit the end there, it'll kind of like go to the next. So if you get to the end, just kind of scroll back or forward, however you want to do it. Once you've made your changes, you can just revert back, go to mode. And then if you're inside of your Bluetooth player, or your USB, whatever it is, you can hit EQ, and you can actually cycle through your EQ presets as well as your user preset there. And you can do all of this as well on here, so you can change your mode on your controller. This has a nice like clickiness to it, so it's nice and sturdy. You can change your bands from here. You would have to kind of see your radio if you wanted to go into here and kind of do this little number, but nonetheless, you still can do all that from here. You can also control your different zones. So if we go back here and we click into our Bluetooth music player, when you actually go to adjust your volume, you have your main volume, and then you have your different zone controls. So you could actually have, like, say, zone 1 you want lower, maybe zone 2 is your towers, you want to really crank those up. Zone 3, maybe you want that one low too. And then subwoofer, you know, you're one to bang that guy. So you got that guy up there, and then whenever you adjust your main, it'll actually kind of keep this percentage difference here. It's not going to adjust them on the screen, but it will kind of keep that general setup. And you can even just hit the zone right here. So that's a cool thing about the remote that isn't on the unit itself, is you could manually just hop right into these zones, and when you're in there, you can even bounce around through them that way. And then, you know, save, boom, boom, and there you go. So the controller is a great addition, great for navigating some of these, or even just making some quick adjustments from the rear of the boat. And as you can tell, the UI on the VMPS35 looking much better than it was previously, much more functional, and much easier to navigate. So really excited about this. So that's going to wrap it up for the VMPS35 refresh. Still a ton of great features that it came with, as well as some nice updates to the unit. If you're interested in checking out the VMPS35 or some combos with the remote, the Y adapter, and of course the included 16-foot extension cable, be sure to check out the link in the description down below. While you're down there, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Smash that like button. Wish me a happy birthday in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one.